our inside source that we're starting off with tonight has seen firsthand how much Donald Trump wants and needs to be in the center of every news cycle. Trump's former national security advisor, Ambassador John Bolton, is here. And Ambassador Bolton, just first off, what you're hearing from Donald Trump tonight as he is really trying to land a line of attack on Harris. Obviously, she's only been his challenger for a matter of days now. What do you make of how he's handled that so far?
Well, I think the rhetoric he's using is classic Trump. It's bitter and very personal, very insulting. I don't think it's so much the policy aspect, although I think that has to be part of it. Look, she's a California liberal. What else do you need to know? But for Trump, it's all about the person. And the vitriol that you see, I think, is for the next 100 days going to rise to the surface. That, to me, plays in Harris's favor, because I do think that a lot of people who haven't made up their minds yet, or at least considering who to vote for, are tired of Trump. He hasn't really won an election since 2016. If you look at how his approach has done for the Republican Party, lost control of the House in 2018, lost the election in 2020, no Republican wave in 2022. His approach may work for him. It doesn't work for others, and it may not work for him this time. I think people are really tired of it.
Yeah, even though on stage, I was just listening to him a few moments ago, he's still claiming he did win the 2020 election, which obviously he didn't. But, Ambassador Bolton, just given you worked with him, you saw how he talked about people, one thing that I've heard from Trump world people is concern that the attacks will go from what Kristen was just talking about, policies, to more of the personal in the sense of her gender or her race. And I wonder if you think that is somewhere that in the next 100 days or so, we could see him go to.
Well, he can't stay away from it. He doesn't understand philosophy. He doesn't understand policy. He can read sentences and paragraphs his advisors put in front of him, but inevitably, he moves away from it into the personal attack. That's what it's about for him, and it's about who the dominant personality in the campaign is going to be. I really think Biden prevailed in 2020 because people just wanted quiet. They wanted what they thought was a safe pair of hands, and a large part of Biden's vulnerability until he withdrew was that he had moved to the left and didn't provide a safe pair of hands and didn't tone the rhetoric down. I don't think Trump's capable of anything else, and they can talk about strategy and the Trump campaign all they want. The real Trump will come through. That's Harris's opportunity. Just say things like unite the country and tone down the rhetoric. Most people aren't in the Washington Beltway. They don't care about politics. They just wish people would solve problems and leave them alone. Donald Trump never leaves you alone.
How much do you think he's been thrown off by getting a new challenger? When a week ago, he thought he had Biden. They thought it was going to be a cakewalk. I mean, people were using words like landslide kind of election. What do you think that looks like inside the campaign tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a complete reversal of the moods inside the two parties. I think after the Republican convention, which was very well done, I do think there would have been a convention bounce even in a closely divided electorate. I think the choice of J.D. Vance will prove to be a historical mistake. It doesn't add a single thing that Trump doesn't already get. And I don't think they were ready for Biden. They can say they'd been considering the options, but they didn't really imagine it. They thought they had Biden as the opponent. The opposite's really happening in the Harris campaign. The Democratic Party has gone from despondency to being swept up in the rapture in 6 days, and they need to calm down.
Well, I want to pick up on what you said about J.D. Vance, but on the strategy for a moment, Vivek Ramaswamy urged Republicans earlier on Twitter saying, stop calling on Biden to step down because it would only make Harris look good because then she'd be running as an incumbent, essentially. He said, stop attacking her for locking up too many people as a prosecutor. He says that benefits her as a law and order candidate. And he said that they need to point out was pointing out the logical problem and saying that she's part of this cover-up of Biden's age, but also that she staged a coup. And I just wonder, given we are hearing some of those simultaneous arguments from some in your party, if you also see it that way, that they're kind of trying to have it both ways and how they're figuring out how to go after her.
Well, I hadn't seen those comments by Vivek Ramaswamy before, but I have to say I agree with all of them. You don't advance the cause by going after a target that's no longer on the range. It may make Trump feel good. It may make his supporters feel good. Biden is a side issue now. We should worry about what he may do in his lame duck period, but he's not the opponent anymore, and it may make people feel good to attack him. It doesn't advance the Trump campaign's objective. And this is one of the things I think that most disturbs Trump, is that really talking about Joe Biden stealing the 2020 election is very much yesterday. And it's a lot harder to pin it on Kamala Harris. And that was always one of the central elements of Trump's rally speeches.
Yeah. And on the VP pick, you just said you believe that picking J.D. Vance will end up being a historical mistake. Obviously, you two have very different views on foreign policy. He's very much in the isolationist camp. But why do you think it'll be a mistake?
Look, Vance barely won the Senate race in Ohio. He performed way behind Governor Mike DeWine's re-election victory. He doesn't add anything really outside of the Trump orbit already. It was a pick that surprised me, frankly, because I do think that Trump was indicating he wanted J.D. Vance to be the heir apparent, something I didn't think Trump would do for a long time. But now that he's got his heir apparent, how does that benefit him with the people who are going to vote for him already? Not at all. How does it benefit him for the people who might consider him? Not very much. He does have the youth factor, but ironically, that underlines Trump's age. And I do think that's going to, now that Biden is out of the race, that's going to be a real subject of conversation.
Well, he's also getting a lot of blowback on comments that he made before, talking about the government being run by childless cat ladies and really going after people, essentially arguing that people who don't have children don't have as vested of an interest in the government. Anthony Scaramucci was here last night. He predicted Trump could end up dumping Vance as his running mate. Do you see that? Is that a possibility at all in your view?
I think that's very unlikely. I mean, I think he's stuck with him now. And I think these comments by Vance are really the 2024 counterpart of Hillary Clinton's famous statement in the 2016 election where she called Trump's supporters deplorables. I mean, if politicians can't learn, it's one thing to attack your opponent. It's another thing to attack your opponent's supporters. And that's just not a way to win friends and influence people. I don't think Vance learned the lesson that Hillary Clinton, unfortunately for herself, learned in 2016. That's going to hurt Trump as you get closer to the election.
That's about as damning of a comment that you could hear from a Republican, that something that someone said is equal to what Hillary Clinton said in 2016 about the basket of deplorables. Ambassador John Bolton, thank you.
Glad to be with you.